Power and fame. Two words that often carry the promise of influence, wealth, and a life far from ordinary. But what happens when these same words, power and fame, become gateways to corruption, manipulation, and ultimately heinous crimes? Let's take an unexpected figure. Sean P-Diddy Combs. Known for his success in music and business, few could have predicted that someone who seemed to have it all would eventually become engulfed in scandals involving crimes against humanity. Yet his story is not unique. Throughout history, we've seen the rich and powerful engage in behavior that's not just unethical, but truly inhumane. And so the question on everyone's mind at the moment is, why does this happen? To answer this age-long dilemma, there's one thing we need to get straight. Power changes people. It's not just a catchy saying, it's scientifically proven. The psychologist Dasher Keltner conducted research showing that power leads people to act in more selfish, aggressive ways. So, when you think about P. Diddy or any other figure who rises to the top, the influence of power can distort how they see the world and themselves. The issue isn't just having money or fame. It's what happens once those things alter your psychology. Imagine being constantly adored. People flatter you, cater to your every whim, and seldom tell you no. After a while, that constant validation can create a sort of delusion. You start to believe you are untouchable. In psychology, we call this narcissism, and it's at the heart of why some of the most powerful people end up committing horrendous crimes. Take P. Diddy, for example. From producing chart-topping hits to managing successful businesses, his life seemed a story of triumph. But it wasn't long before accusations began to surface. Allegations of sexual misconduct, violence, and abuse. Suddenly, the image of the suave mogul starts to crack. What could drive someone who already has it all to abuse their power? The answer lies in the intoxicating blend of narcissism and impunity. Narcissistic individuals see others not as people, but as tools to serve their needs. Now combine that with a sense of impunity, the reckless confidence that nothing you do will ever have consequences, and there you have it. A sure recipe for disaster? The ultra-wealthy, especially celebrities, at some point come to the realization that their wealth and fame creates room for them to avoid legal repercussions. This encourages riskier and more harmful behavior. For someone like P. Diddy, the protective bubble of wealth and power made it easy to believe that his actions would never catch up with him. And that's where it gets tricky. The more they get away with, the more likely they are to get trapped in the fantasy of, how much can I really get away with? There's a term for this. The slippery slope of unethical behavior. How small infractions snowball into bigger ones, and before long, even the most horrific acts don't seem off limits. You might ask, why don't they stop before it gets too far? That's the scary part. In their minds, it never gets too far. P. Diddy's allegations of violent altercations and sexual abuse highlight how this process works. At first, it might have been about taking what he wanted, unchecked by the people around him. As his fame and fortune grew, so did his sense of entitlement. At some point, when faced with endless adoration, money, and legal protections, the consequences feel distant, if they even feel real at all. Let's broaden the picture beyond P. Diddy. He's just one example in a long list of the powerful, exploiting their positions. R. Kelly, Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein. In each case, their wealth and influence allowed them to act on their darkest impulses. But here's the twist. Crimes against humanity, such as exploitation, abuse, or even slavery, aren't just the result of individual flaws. They're systemic. The world often rewards aggression, competitiveness, and manipulation in the pursuit of success. Many corporations, governments, and entertainment industries create environments where unethical behavior is tolerated, even encouraged. Think about it. If you're in an industry where winning means stepping on others, bending the rules, and keeping secrets, why wouldn't someone take that to its extreme? This is why crimes against humanity often involve the wealthy and powerful. It's not just about the individual, it's about the system that enables them. In a way, these systems are designed to shield the guilty until they're finally exposed. As we reflect on P. Diddy's unfolding story, it's important to remember that success and wealth don't automatically make someone moral. In fact, without accountability, they can have the opposite effect. Hence the need for holding rich and powerful people accountable and speak truth to power, lest power corrupts and ends up corrupting absolutely. Hope you found this video impactful. Catch you on the next. Cheers.